Hey everybody, welcome back to True North VR. Today we are checking out the Oblik custom facial interface for your MetaQuest 3 headset. This retails for $90 American. It is on their app, which I will talk about later in this video. I'm going to go through and unbox this one. I will show you how to put it on. I will talk about the features and how it's customized. I'll go through the purchasing process and walk you through that. And of course, I'll give you my review of it in the end. If you haven't checked out my other VR accessory reviews, I'll link that playlist below. Let's jump into this one. Okay, so this is the box that I received in the mail. I've just popped it open here. We have our facial interface in a plastic wrap there, and then we have just the packing slip and the fit instructions to go with it. Okay, so I will take a little screenshot of this that you can see as well. So let's open this one up here. All right, first thoughts here. Nice shiny black. There are different colors of these that you can get on their app when you're actually going through the process of purchasing. You can have different colors of face pad and of the actual interface here as well. So you can check all those out as you go through that. We got a nice little nose blocker here to cancel out any light coming in. And our padding itself is kind of more, it's almost like a sticky silicone. I wouldn't say it's a soft, well, it is soft. Yes, it is soft, but I wouldn't say that it is super not sticky. It's more sticky than what I thought it would be, which is interesting. So let's put this on our Quest 3 here and see what we have here. So I'm going to take off the current one that I was using, pop that off, slide this underneath. Okay, and now honestly I just need to go test this and see how it actually fits, see if it fits well to my face, and then I'll come back and let you know how it goes. I did want to take you through the purchasing process because you do need to have the app and you do need to have an iOS and Apple device in order for that to happen. So first you need to go onto the App Store and you need to find the Oblik app. Once you've downloaded that, then we're going to start it up here and I'll take you through. So when you first start at the app, it's going to take you through these 3 pages, just giving you some overall information about the process, how everything fits, and kind of their purpose of making this facial interface for you. The last page here goes through all the different steps that you're going to go through. So you can click that Get Started when you're ready. You're going to be prompted to sign in with your Apple ID, and you do need an Apple ID to sign in. Then once you've signed in, you can select the person, yourself, or add other people, and you can agree to their face data usage authorization. You're going to be asked to take a photo of your face, and then after that we're going to be actually scanning the face, and so you need to move your face around pretty up close to where to the camera into each of those dots so that it can take a proper scan of your face to then make the proper fit for the facial interface that they're going to be making. If you find that you're not really working out too well, try moving your face a little bit closer or a little bit further away, and then you're just moving your head around top to bottom, left to right, diagonal, until they are green in each of those spots. Once you've done it correctly, then it'll say success. You can hit continue and you'll be prompted to select which VR headset you want your facial interface to be made for. Once you've done that, then it's going to ask you a few questions here about your current facial interface. You can go through and select those dials. I'm not going to read through all of them for you right now, but it'll prompt you through all of these. And this is just to maybe help make yours even more personalized and better for you. And then you can request the prototype and it'll take, later that day, it'll be ready for you on the app. So you can see there I'm waiting and then it'll become ready for me to look at. Once it's ready, then you can go through and look at photos of it. They have all different 3-dimensional photos of it. Here's a couple here of screenshots that I took for you to look at, just to give you an idea of what it is going to look like for you once you get it. Once you are ready to order it though, you can hit add to cart in the bottom of that page, and then you'll be taken to this page here where you can choose the frame color, a few different frame colors there, and the padding color as well. Once you've chosen those colors, you'll be prompted to then do the IPD setting, and then if you use any lens inserts, you can choose those as well. So I use the Hans VR, so I clicked on Hans VR. Scroll down and it'll show you your totals. You can go through and click on pay, and it'll prompt you to pay through Apple Pay, and that's the process of ordering them. I just wanted to take some photos of it versus some of the other common interfaces. This is against the High-Blocks interface that has the fan attachment to it as well. Here we have versus the Globular Cluster facial interface. This is versus the Kiwi Design facial interface. And this is versus the stock facial interface. Those are the tops of all of them. And here's one of the bottom versus the Kiwi Design one. This is just to show that each of them are different, depending on the brand and depending on how the brand makes it. But the Oblik one is custom for the fit of your face. And you can notice a lot of the other ones just go kind of straight back, but the Oblik one is curved more to how my face is shaped. And I'll talk about this more as I review it here now for you. Okay, so I've had a chance to use the facial interface. I've had a chance to compare it to other ones. Now I wanted to give you my review and talk about a few of the specs. So in terms of the padding, it is kind of a sticky silicone padding. It has gotten smoother over time, and I did bring it up with one of my followers who suggested this, and they said they were recommended to put some talc on it to smooth it up. I didn't do that, but honestly, over time it is getting less sticky, which is good to know. Still needed to wipe it off more often than other ones compared to like the leather or the fabric cushioning for facial interfaces. If you look on the bottom though, you can see that it does have that hexagonal pattern on the inside. That makes it nice and squishy, so when it is on your face, it does feel nice and comfortable on there. We got some vents on the top, and we got some vents on the bottom, and that just allows more airflow going through, so when you're playing, then you're not sweating as much. Vents are becoming a very standard thing now with facial interfaces, so I'm glad that they included that in there. The build of the bottom part here, the actual interface, is just a thick plastic. Feels almost like 3D printed kind of stuff here. Very sturdy. I didn't feel like it was going to break. The light blocker in the middle here worked just fine for me. It fit good, and it blocked any light leakage coming up. There was still a little bit, but there's always a little bit, I feel like, for every single one. Ease of use. It's easy to install. Pretty easy, just the facial interface. So in terms of fit, so this is a custom fit facial interface. When I put it on here and I press to both sides, it's moving a little bit, but compared to some other ones really kind of rock on my face because maybe they're made for a wider face. This is made to have a little bit of movement because you don't want it to be like suction cup to your face, but you can feel as soon as you put this on, it's cradled around my face, which is really nice. It's custom for my face. And one thing I did notice that you can tell that it's custom, I don't know if you can really tell here, but where it actually like is the contours of this, it's not even on both sides because my face isn't even on both sides. So whereas the pre-made ones by other companies, it's just a standard kind of a U shape, but this one you can really tell the face scan has worked and it is custom for your face. So price point, again, we're looking at $90 like I mentioned in the purchasing part. It is way more expensive than any other facial interface that I've ever reviewed or tried. But if you want a custom fit, something that is for you to upgrade your Quest setup even more, this is definitely something worth considering. I am in Canada and they are starting to ship outside of the US, so that is something to be happy about and take into consideration. You do have to have the iOS app, so that might limit some people in order to purchase it. If you have an Android or things like that, hopefully they'll be able to get their app on Android as well and be able to take those scans through an Android phone for more people to have the opportunity to buy something like this. Up until when I ordered it, it was just available for the Quest 2, 3, and the Valve Index, but it is available for the Quest 3S now as well, so you can check those out. All of those are the same price. If you have any questions about this, make sure to let me know. I'm more than happy to do my best to answer them. You can check out the description where to find them. I will link that there for you. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you next time here on True North VR.